Tell me, darling, could we run away? We could hide away by the cactus desert blue. I can see it just a mile away from this crowded place. I could lay there next to you.
Welcome back to our channel, Best Freaking Friends Forever. Thank you guys for joining us again. If you guys haven't subscribed, look down below, subscribe to our channel. If you have a comment, anything you want to leave us, let us know. We're happy to hear from you. So today we're going to talk about the movie The Three Musketeers. This was released in November of 1993. Its budget was $30 million. Opening weekend, it made $10 million or $11 million, which with inflation is $20 million today. In the U.S., it grossed $54 million, which with inflation is $102. And then worldwide, it also grossed $54 million, which again is $102 million. Yeah, there's action and there's like comedy. I mean, they try to be funny, but yeah, it's just it's a lighthearted movie. It's not meant to, get you thinking or anything like that. It's just a lighthearted, friendly movie.
So I guess it is a Disney movie because it is on Disney Plus. That's how we watched it. And I'm sitting there like, this is a Disney movie? Because this is the first time I had ever watched it, was for our channel.
It is weird to see Charlie Sheen as that. I mean, I don't know. I like Chris O'Donnell. I mean, I like him as an actor. I do think he made a good D'Artagnan. I think the acting was, I don't know, the acting was kind of weird because I feel like he was definitely more, yeah. I mean, together, it is a weird cast. Like, watching movies, you see these casts that click, and I don't, like, you see casts that are, like, really friends after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of them really would have stayed friends after. Like, you know what I mean? And worked and just clicked.
Tim Curry, who he's in.
He's a good bad guy, though. I feel like he did a really good with Cardinal Richelieu. Like, I feel like he did a really good job with that.
I just can't look at him without thinking about Home Alone, because he's in the second Home Alone. He's the guy.
I was going to say, I didn't know he was in Home Alone. Okay.
So the girl that plays Queen Anne, she's a fairly big actress. Gabrielle Anwar. She was in Tudors, which is a really big show. She's in this. And then we're going to do another movie, which we didn't even plan that. We're doing another movie this week, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. And she's the lead actress in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was also in a big show on Fox or FX or USA, Burn Notice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's done well. I mean, I feel like she did well in this movie.
Yeah.
She sticks it to Cardinal Richelieu, or at least I think she does. She kind of tells him how it is. And I think it's funny because she's taking up for Louis because she's the outsider somewhat, because she sees what the Cardinal's doing to King Louis, how he's trying to control him, and she kind of sees it, and she gets to Louis. Like, they finally click, and she kind of turns him against the Cardinal and helps him see the Cardinal for who he really is and his motives.
Yeah, in that time frame, that was really actually common for cardinals to kind of lead, so to speak.
Yeah.
If there's actually a show, I think HBO has it. I think it is called The Cardinal. They're not, like, that's a religion where, like, they're not supposed to have, like, priests and nuns and cardinals aren't supposed to have, be married or have families, none of that. But The Three Musketeers isn't even a historical story. It's just
it's based off a book. I think there's a book, and I couldn't tell you who it's by. That's awful. I probably should know that. But yeah, I mean, I think one day I'll have to read that and see. I think it's a lot like more, not grim, but it's a lot more intense than what these movies show. I think like that time period, what they did, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a lot more.
Well, it's like Robin Hood.
Right.
Or The Christmas Carol. Like, there's those books, and then they have these movies and TV shows that they just, however they wanted. Yeah.
Like, the books are darker, or so to speak, you know what I mean? Like not the content, but kind of the content, like what they do, their actions and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, so far, my favorite Three Musketeer, I keep going back to this movie. My three favorite Musketeer, my favorite Three Musketeer movie, or Musketeers, is Man in the Iron Mask with Leonardo DiCaprio. And yes, that's primarily about a man in the iron mask and the king, but the Musketeers play a big role in that movie as well.
And there's a newer version that has I forget his name actor-wise, but he played in The Lightning Thief. Percy Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
He's in that one. And it's a weird, it has Orlando Bloom in it. And that's a very, I don't know, if you thought this one was different, like that one's different, I feel like. I don't know, it's definitely a weirder version. And definitely, I mean, I have it, it's not bad, I watch it every once in a while.
What about this version do you like?
I mean, I do like the banter between the three, there are four of them, like when D'Artagnan is challenging all three of them to duels. And I thought it was kind of funny when they, like, Kiefer Sutherland and Charlie Sheen go up to duel him, because the one is his second, because you have to have a second. And he's like, but you're not till 2:00 and you're 1:00, wait your turn.
Yeah, it gave me a little bit of the Princess Bob or Princess Bride Bob.
Yes, yeah. Like when they're in the I don't think they're in a tavern, but Kiefer Sutherland's character is drinking, and the guard comes in and they're trying to because they want to get rid of the Musketeers. The Cardinal wants to get rid of the Musketeers. He puts his henchmen on it, and those three are not going anywhere. Like they're resisting. Like they're going to protect the king. And he kind of forces them not into hiding, but he kind of, so they come in and they try to take them into custody, and Oliver Platt's character kind of cuts the chandelier and it falls on them. And he makes a wisecrack. Like there's a lot of wisecracks from Oliver Platt's character, which is kind of, I don't know. But yeah, and D'Artagnan gets the girl at the end, and he gets to be a musketeer.
Yeah, because the king didn't, like, the king asked him, like, what do you want?
And he said, I want to be a musketeer.
Yeah, that was the whole...
The way they accept him, too, into, they take him under, because D'Artagnan's supposed to be super young, like in the books. Like, he's not exactly, I mean, I don't know how old he's supposed to be, but he's definitely younger. Funny, because you don't, like, they did a lot of fencing. And so all three of those characters, Kiefer, Chris, and Oliver Platt, all had to endure training for that and riding. And I guess Charlie Sheen didn't have to, or missed out on that because he was filming Hot Shots Part 2, or Deux, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. So, and I thought Countess de Winter is a weird character for me too. I don't know why, but she's just a weird character. And they call her Sabine, which is not any name that she's been called by. Like, she was called by a lot of different names, like Milady de Winter, Anne de Breux, Comtesse de la Fère, Lady Cleric, Charlotte Baxon, or simply Milady, but Sabine is not one of them. So that's kind of interesting. And I didn't realize this. When she jumped off the cliff, basically committed suicide or whatever, she was the first character in a movie released under the Walt Disney name or banner to commit that. I just think it's funny him playing that part. Can I just say that? Like, it is. It's very interesting to see him, out of all parts, to be playing.
Right. Well, I saw a thing that said that he doesn't like horses. And I just wanted to put this joke in there, but he does like tigers.
Yes. That's funny.
Just Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, and I guess there's an homage when the final duel with Rochefort and D'Artagnan, he leaps over him and spins, landing on the other side of him to avoid a blow. And Rochefort, all decked in black, says powerfully, impressive, mirroring an homage to Darth Vader's fight with Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Her lady maid ended up helping D'Artagnan by giving him the sword and not leaving and running. And it was kind of interesting to see a strong Queen Anne.
Yeah, because the king definitely seemed not so, I didn't think
he didn't have the confidence. He didn't have, and I think that was part of Richelieu's doing. You know, he made him second guess himself, I think, and he just didn't have the confidence. And I think you see at the end, he's gained, like when he punches Richelieu, Cardinal Richelieu in the end, like when he's on the boat and Charlie Sheen appears and he's back from the dead, so to speak. Like that was an intense scene for me, like watching Oliver Platt's character be upset of him getting shot, you know, because they think he's dead. I mean, because he wasn't moving. And like that was kind of a interesting scene.
Wasn't it? I don't know. Was it just me? But like there was that one scene where the king walks in, or the queen. I don't know. They're in there, and like for being a king and a queen, they just seemed awkward around each other.
Yeah, and I think that was deliberate because like they at that point she was new to, or they weren't. It was an arranged marriage,
right?
You know what I mean? I think they were new to her being with him.
All for one. And one for all.
I do like the song that plays at the end, too.
That was The Three Musketeers from 1993. And you can watch this on Disney+. Let us know down below. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Like, share, subscribe with all your friends and family. And until next time, I am Tiffany. This is my BFFF Shelley. Join us next time, friends, for another great episode.